Picture the scene. You're 10 years old. It's 1984. You've got £2 burning a hole in the back pocket of your corduroys. You walk to your local newsagents. What are you going to buy? Maybe some serious amounts of sweets. Or maybe you're into the Beano. Or maybe you're into Dandy. Or maybe you're into the other one. What was it called? Weezer? No, that doesn't sound right. Beezer? Yeah, I think it was Beezer? Yeah, I think it's Beezer. Crash magazine is on sale here for 85p. £2 could really go far in 1984. So you're standing there wondering what to do with your money, and then out the corner of your eye, you noticed that your local newsagents has started selling computer cassettes. You wander over, and what do you see? The $1.99 Mastertronic range. Wow, wow, woo, wah. It looks incredible. Look at that artwork. It just blows your mind. Which one would you choose? They all look so good. You suspect that they're probably not very good because they're only $1.99, but you know, gotta pick one, gotta take a chance. It's that unknown that just inspires you to take a look. That excitement of buying a game, getting home, having to wait for it to load up to see that it is ultimately crap. But it might not be. You might find that hidden gem. So what do we go for? Well, Alien Kill looks pretty good. Yeah, Kane looks pretty decent. Devil's Crown. Interesting. What's this one? Alcatraz Harry. Now this does look interesting. It's in Alcatraz. What's not to love? And look at this Harry guy with his bolt cutters and shovel, digging a hole in the middle of the day with not a care in the world that it's a pretty stupid escape attempt right outside a guard tower, for Pete's sake. He doesn't even look that bothered by the Tommy gun wielding traffic warden behind him. Mastertronic, I think you might have got me. But let's see what the aim of the game is first. A unique blend of arcade strategy and adventure where the player must escape from the prison camp. In order to do so, he must steal secret files and escape equipment, then negotiate a minefield, avoid the patrolling guards, use the escape tunnels, cut the wire fence, and reach the car which you can steal to help you get to the escape compound where you can deposit the equipment you have accumulated and finally escape via the hole in the fence. Avoid the obvious and think carefully before you decide where to make your move. Okay, I've got a few questions. Number one, why is there an escape compound in a prison? Is that just something that they've put in there just to entice you a little bit? Number two, a car in a prison? Yeah. Oh, and also, it's not called a prison, it's called a prison camp, which makes me wonder whether this is actually Alcatraz, because Alcatraz, I don't think, was ever a prison camp. Prison camp sounds a bit more kind of World War II, doesn't it? But, alright, we'll go with it so far. And number three, did Alcatraz have a minefield? I'm thinking not, because the big body of water around it was kind of, you know, enough to stop people escaping. And there's no mention of water here, so again, we'll go with it, but I'm really hoping that Alcatraz isn't just in the title to entice us. I mean, they wouldn't do that, would they? No, they wouldn't. Anyway, I'm intrigued enough, so let's go and buy this. Let's spend our £2 and let's get it home and load it up. You know, like kids nowadays, they get toys that are like blind bags where they don't know what they're going to get until they get home and open it. Well, this was kind of like our blind bag in the day, where you still had the dreams and hopes that this game was going to be the game. And it was at this point while it was loading that the excitement reached fever pitch. What was the loading screen going to be? Would that give me any clues? And here we go. Is that a guard or Harry? I think it's a guard. Is he French? He looks French. Okay, let's stop overthinking it. I do like the ZX armband though. That's quite cool. But the biggest concern I have on this loading screen is the spelling mistake on Alcatraz. Why have they gone for 2 Zs? Is that because Alcatraz doesn't actually exist in the game? And this is a game situated in the make-believe Alcatraz. Right, well, I'm going to go and drink some Fanta and wait for this to finish.
One eternity later.
Right, that's the prison camp. A bunch of squares, 8 by 18, so 144 screens maybe. Excitement intensified. Oh, but hang on, I need to obtain secret files for my allies. What allies? I'm in flipping Alcatraz. Or Alcatraz. Yeah, I'm starting to feel like I've been baited here. Anyways, I start in my handy compound where I must return 30, yes, you've heard me, 30 items. How the hell am I escaping with 30 items? I'm hoping one of them is one of those big bag for lives. Lives. I hope so. It also seems that the escape equipment is just scattered around the prison. Oh, cool prison. Status report sector numbers. Okay, well that feels a bit sci-fi, but again, we'll go with it. QAOP, winner winner chicken dinner. And there's a hole in the fence. Okay, that's interesting. Did I make that with one of my 30 escape tools? I'm guessing I did. And here's where we get to the minefield. Oh, blimey. Okay, different colours mean different mines. Well, I'm hoping this makes more sense when I get to it, but flippin' heck. I'm starting to feel like I really do need those thermal printouts. Ah, and that's me. Why do I look like an extra from Saturday Night Fever? Okay. Right, so arrested for loitering. I don't want to do that. Moving on. Tunnels and cars. Right. I'm really starting to feel that Alcatraz has gone to shit. Grids. Okay, yep, get that. Right, we're going to go with skill level 1 to begin with. Holy shitballs, I've got to wait whilst it does some magic behind the scenes. Okay. Ooh, what's this game? Oh, Elite. That sounds like it could be quite good. 92%. I'll have to give that a go. Oh, Fairlight. Another one of those isometric gubbins. 95%. Crash Smash. Is it finished yet? Yeah. Right, so this guard's quite clearly on the take because he's telling us where the secret files are. So remember 96, everyone. And this is our secret stash area where we've got to find 30 different items that look like that. And we are in sector 30. So what's this one then? So this is sector 50. Okay. So I presume if I go up another one, that's sector 70? So if I go up another, that's going to be 90. And the files are in 96. So, yep, 90. So if I go right, this should be 91. Yes. Okay. Right, we're getting used to the map. So that must be a tunnel there. There's a guard tower and another tunnel. think I'm just going to avoid the tunnels. I think they're just going to confuse me. Oh, it's a rope. It's our first item. Or a snail, depending on your preference. Saturday Night Fever. Here we go. Look at him go, flickering in his basicness. Oh, yellow car, no returns. I'll win that one. If you know, you know. So the next screen. Here we are. There's our grill. Again, get on top of it. Oh, we get a little tune. So does this mean that we have it? I presume it does. Right, let's get in the car. Back to the compound. Wow, that's just incredible. Now, do I have to drop the hidden file off? What do I do? Doesn't seem to be doing anything. Secret files are now recovered. Okay, so now I've just got to find 30 items. Right. It's all fairly simple, isn't it? Let's go this way. Ah, it's a guard. Right, I think it's time we find out what happens if we go back to a screen where a guard is. So let's do that. Let's have a look. Okay, so we get lots of guards. That's fine, because they're just going to arrest me because I'm just loitering, right? So stick me in solitary confinement or something. I don't mind. It's fine, guys. Okay, this doesn't look like solitary confinement to me. Why has he got a gun? What's going to happen?
Six and a half hours later.
So once I'd finally got over the gruesome death, I decided to do what 10-year-old me would have done, which is make my own map and use Spider-Man as Alcatraz Harry to move around the map as I play the game. Now this I felt was foolproof, but it wasn't, because actually going around marking a G whenever I find a guard and then moving my little Spider-Man, sometimes I wasn't sure whether I'd moved him yet or hadn't moved him yet, and then started to move him again. So I had to keep checking what sector I was in and roughly working out if that was a sector square that I was in on my map. But yes, I got all the 30 pieces after a good 25 minutes of painstakingly moving around the 144 squares. And then you can see at the top there, I'm trying to work out where my start position is, because this was my first error. I put my start position on the wrong friggin' square. So when these mines came up, you have 25 seconds to remember where they are. All the time it plays an annoying sort of countdown alarmy thing, which is quite scary. And no, I didn't pause it to write them all down onto the map, honest. Not that it friggin' helped me anyway. So off I went, safe in the knowledge that I'd marked all the mines in the right place, and I was fairly safe to make it to the north fence. So you see the colours changing on the screen to indicate whether there's mines nearby or not. But I paid no attention to this because I knew exactly where the mines were, because I was clever enough to have a map. Just checking where I am. Yep, I'm all good. Blown into microparticles by a deadly mine. 29 minutes of my life I will never get back.
3:28 a.m.
So, another 25 minutes and I got back to the mine section without really realising that actually if I just went 5 squares right, or 4 squares right, I could go straight up to the north wall without hitting a mine. But no, I paused the game and made a note where all the mines were again. And off we went. This time knowing exactly where the start position was. So it was foolproof. And as it turned out, it was. Because I made it to the North Wall. But that wasn't the end of my woes. Because as you'll see here, as I make it to the North Wall, nice and easy. Yeah, this is a nice and easy path. Up here, that way, back, check where I am, back, up again, back, up to the North Wall, and I go the wrong way. So I go all the way to the right, which is about 8 or 9 screens, before I then go all the way to the left, which is a whopping 18 screens at this snail pace basic movement. But I made it, and there we have it. Congratulations, you have escaped from Alcatraz at skill level 1. Freedom! And no stolen cars, no tunnels. There's my equipment, and I get 500 bonus points, and Alcatraz Harry does a little dance. So yeah, I completed it. I'm a 10-year-old genius. Well, it's taken 2 days of recording. It's now dark outside. But, as in the words of Jay from the Inbetweeners, Alcatraz Harry completed it, mate. See you on the next one. Bye for now.
Oh, that one's meant to be awesome.
Completed it.
Only came out last week.
Completed it.
What about this?
Championship manager. Completed it, mate.
You can't complete it.
Yeah, I know, but I got so good at it that the FA offered me a role in the England setup.
Did they?
I took Woking from the conference to the Champions League in 6 seasons. Stuff like that doesn't go unnoticed, Neil.